KCC105. Welcome to week 3. In order to get through the discussion board, let's look at the week number 2 graphics. Here's an example of mine, and let's break it down a little bit. What I was talking about is, well, clearly I have a nice title to describe the data. I have a source for the data. I have a graph, and notice the graph is labeled, and it's got that regression line on there. I'm interpreting the rate of change. We talked about this in one of the week 2 videos, that the rate of change means something, and here I'm trying to tell you what it means in terms of my scenario, the ticket prices, and then also I'm trying to put that into like, hey, does this line make sense? Yes or no? Should I predict with it? And that sort of thing. So those are the 5 things that I kept at the top of my mind when I was creating a graphic. And as you have a chance to look through all the graphics from the class, I want you to keep those things in mind as well. So when you get to the discussion board for week number 3, like last time, we're going to reflect. However, I changed the format just a little bit. We're only going to have one thread because when you have a lot of threads, it's hard to have a conversation. It's like you have 10 different conversations. Let's make one conversation. And then down here, like before, I said, I want you to reflect on the graphics and think about those points. Like I talked about in the first slide, is the title describing things? Is there a source? Is there a graph? Are we talking about interpreting these things? What's it mean in real life? What do these numbers mean? The last thing I want you to focus on in terms of this discussion board is by the end of the week, you should reflect on your own stuff. What are you taking away from this conversation? What are you looking back at your graphic and saying, you know what, I really want to do X, Y, and Z better. Reflect on your own thing. Well, reflect on other students first, based on those 5 boxes up there, and reflect on your own work towards the end. And remember, if you're critiquing somebody else's, don't say, they should have done this, they should have done this. Yeah, I like this. And here's another suggestion. This is a good start, and here's where we can go from that next. So remember to operate with a constructive criticism perspective or a constructive feedback. So keep that in mind for week number 3 discussion board. You have all those graphics here. Check them out, analyze those, make some observations, and hopefully we can find a better understanding of what a good graphic is going to look like going forward.